Pastor Jacob. Today being on 11th of May, we're gonna celebrate Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, today's in the 11th. Happy Mother's Day to all the unseen and the seen mothers. So I'm gonna cook. Before we cook, I'm gonna give a little bit of a speech to appreciate all the mothers, all the mothers, all the mothers, the hard work you do. I have a lot to show you, I have a lot to tell you. So I'm gonna appreciate all the mothers, the unseen and the present ones. What do I say? I'm trying to focus on something. What do I mean the unseen and the seen? They're mothers, they're ladies or they're women who intended to be mothers but never got the chance to hold their babies. They've been trying so much. They've been trying to be mamas, but the world hasn't smiled on them. Those are the unseen mothers. We're gonna recognize you this day by celebrating you in one way, one special way. It only takes, it takes a strong-hearted person to be wearing the shoes you're wearing. They're those mothers, those ladies. We have a chicken here, and because it's not yet time, I can do the chicken. I do the chicken, and then we do the salad. Yeah. So let's do this. So we are making our food. First we do this. I don't know if you'll be patient on me. I need help. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm here. Thank you for smashing the like button. To all the unseen mothers and the present mothers. Hi, how are you? We appreciate you, we recognize you, we treasure you because you mean the world. Yeah, you are the best. You denied those chances, you sacrificed yourself to be who you are. Yeah, being a mother is not 1+1. It only takes a sacrifice to any lady out there who's wishing to be one. It's a journey of its own. Thank you for smashing the like button. So I recognize you by appreciating you because I once was in that shoes. Motherhood, and I am already. Motherhood is not easy, guys. Let me tell you. I celebrate you. There are those who've tried to become mothers, like to get pregnant. It has become a mountain, but they are trying. As a chef, hi, how are you? Welcome, Hannah Davis. Yeah, so I am at least trying to encourage one. You can also try to be eating things like okra, soursop, fruit, soursop leaves. We have comfrey, yeah, and then we have the green vegetables all, and then you need also one thing, you need to be out of stress. Your hormones should be balanced. So today I'm gonna speak this special day for all the mothers. only takes that one person who has that soul, who has that intention. It is not easy. Bringing another life into, another being into life. It's not easy. It's life and death. One, we're gonna put two. Yes. Two of them. Then we blend it. I've been in the same situation. In the journey of motherhood, sometimes you get it, sometimes you lose it. So my story will be a little bit longer, but the best thing I'm trying to start cooking because this food is needed in 1 hour's time. By 3:30 it should be done. So I'm gonna give my story to encourage any lady out there who's having problems in having babies. Yeah, we thank God for everything. I lost 3 children and I have 2. So when I say the unseen mothers, we have mothers who carry the pregnancy up to term but didn't manage to breastfeed those infants. It happened to me 2016 December, date 10, and 2018, is it date 18 or date what? I don't remember the date, but also it was on a December. I lost my 2 baby boys, and also some years back, like more than 17 years, I lost also a baby girl, you know. So the previous one were boys, and the former one was a baby girl. Yeah, due to negligence of the doctors. I don't have like a preterm or a miscarriage. I carry my pregnancy up to term. That is why I'm trying to motivate someone here. Today being our special day as mothers, I'm gonna give it as an example of my situation. So I'm that lady. I don't have any complication during all my term of pregnancy. I can work, I can go to the farm, I can cook, I can wash. I usually multitask. Even I sometimes dedicate myself to go to work. I usually work exceedingly. Like I used even to leave my home. I go, I ask the neighbors, because we were living in apartments, rental apartments, to get being a wife, like housewife, or that wife who is staying at home. By then, my late husband never wanted me to work because he saw me as a young, naive lady and beautiful flower, sweet banana. So he couldn't allow me to go and work for someone, go to the office, because also I was working with St. John's Ambulance, part of like voluntary work, and also I had done some computer, I did some catering those time after high school. So you know, all things, they come in packages when you want to be a wife. So this guy, this gentleman, decided like, you're not going to work for someone. I'm a jealousy type. Like he was extremely jealous. Even going to fetch water or in the market, if I exceed some minutes, he will come to look after me. That is the situation I was enduring. So I'm giving this story to maybe 1 or 2 people who are giving up out there. The best thing I loved about this guy, when I became pregnant, he was there for me till the last minute. going to the clinics and all the stuffs. Our babies, he helped me so much to take them to the clinics, antenatal clinics, and also we used to like the bed to receive the best services. You know, when you go to the hospital and you're with your husband, oh my God, they serve you. You are the first priority because they will know the husband needs to go to work. So that's what I used to encounter. But we used to wake up early because the distance, it was long, some kilometers, like from Kayole to St. Mary's Langata. We wake up at 4:30. We are on the road, and also we consider the traffic jam, and also the cash, the fare we pay. So it was a little bit considered. That moment it was fair off. So we were aiming 30 shillings to pay 30 bob to town, or 40 bob, that is even 20 bob. And then time like now at 2 or at 1, going to Kayole from Nairobi, the CBD, to Kayole, you pay 20 bob, 10 bob, so that's what we consider. And from Nairobi town to Langata, those morning hours, if 6 o'clock gets you within town, you will pay 50 bob. But if you be there at 5, you will pay 30 bob. You know, that is the reconsideration we do. Because if it comes to 7 a.m., you are within Kayole, you pay 100 shillings to the main town, the CBD. So we used to reconsider a lot to save, because also we didn't have too much. Yeah, we were just trying to navigate around the life, the normal life of a human being, you know. So I'm also chasing time as I'm giving you this story. It was so beautiful. My children, I gave them birth, the ones who are alive, up to term. I'm that person who doesn't have, when you go to deliver, not everyone labors, like in pain, like, oh my back, oh my whatever. You have to be induced, to be like, they have to do induction on you. They give you tablet you put under the tongue, and then they insert another one in your misv, and then also they put for you, you know, how do you call that water? There's a name, it is going, I don't know where it's going. That water, it makes you like dilute, hey, and you will have to feel the pain, your backache, your abdomen down here, it will have to start the pain, you know. So usually that happens to me when it is my EDD day, like the last day for my clinic. So I will not be allowed to go back home. I will remain in the hospital. So I usually used to carry, because I had experienced the first time the same. So I'm just normal. I will work even until the last day. So usually what helped me during those moments, I used to work for people. I buy clothes, you know, for 3 months. They tell you can start buying clothes. You buy baby rompers, napkins. Those times we used to have napkins most of the time. Yeah, pampers were for the expensive or the rich people, rich families. But also I used to buy them to use them on time to go to the clinic, and also when we go to church. But the time we are at home, I'm using the napkins, the baby liners and stuff. Even I had kept up to date, but I had to give them recently out a little by little. You know, sometimes you find someone becoming a new mother, they don't have a baby show, a baby wrapper, which is the lightest one, it's very soft. Yeah, it's so cotton, and it's very soft and light, but it's very warm for the children. So it helped me during that time. Whatever my hubby used to give me, like 100 bob for a day, 20 shillings. That was a lot of money that time, because we could afford to buy some stuffs to cater for lunch or dinner. So the extra work I used to work, if I get 100 bob from someone, from working to someone, like maybe fetching water, washing clothes, doing the laundries, washing the dishes, cleaning the stairs, fetching the water from ground floor to 5th floor. Thank you for smashing the like button. it served a purpose. Like it helped me to start buying those little clothes for the child. So when I will give back, before the last clinic, like maybe tomorrow is the last clinic, 2 days early, I wash some clothes, maybe one full bag. I dry them very well. We used to have Star Soft, Downy, and which is that so soft, cuddles, those stuffs. Yeah, I used to buy them. So I had to buy baby basins, baby buckets, and baby pegs, baby soap, baby oil, baby clothes, baby blankets, baby wrappers, everything. I used to shop everything, which will take me up to 1 year and a half. You know, that's the beauty of being a mother. When your mindset is ready, you are ready to be a wife. So this guy, because he had already prepared my mind, like, I want a wife, I want a woman who will be my better half, for better, for worse. And let me tell you guys, of course, it happened for better, for worse, until his demise, you know. So of course, I've taken a little bit longer, but I have my reasons as to why I had to prolong this way. But it's time for me to start a new chapter, because also my children, I had to give my children time before I get into a serious relationship. Yes, you can have a friend, but you can't be married directly, because the children will suffer in the hands of another person, maybe who's a stranger, maybe who's not willing even to take care of those children. So that is the reason as to why I had to prolong until my children will acknowledge themselves, maybe to have a national ID, maybe even if they own their own land from their mama, any premises, they can be accountable for it, you know. So it was a beautiful journey, and the demise of the two babies, they died because I didn't have someone next to me. Like, I became, after your husband has died, what happens in our culture, I come from a Gusii culture, you are allowed to move on, like to look for someone, maybe to father you, like you are supposed to get at least a child whom you should be naming after your late hubby or your late wife. It is normal. So the reason as to why that is for continuation of the generation, like something like that. How can I say it? There is a word, a beautiful word you can say. So it happens because they believe, like, if someone has died, the one who has remained has to move on. You're a human being, you're not a tree. So what happened after he died, after 1 week, I endured a lot of challenges. The first 1 week, 7 days, one of the family member came and wanted forcefully to be with me. I ignored. I raised the alarm. I told the family members, and they tried to talk to him, but he didn't comply, and also he became so disturbing. He became so aggressive. So the first month, second month, third month, I used to have problems. Like, someone can come in the name of being family. They want to sleep with you. Like, he wants to lure you forcefully, like to have intimacy with you, and you are not willing and you don't want, you know. So when you tell the elders, inclusive of the family members, this person goes to do it now contrary, like he is obligated, like, now you are the late wife, no one owns you. In fact, this is someone, when this other guy died, they were sleeping on the same bed. I want you to tell me, same bed, guys, on the same bed, and he didn't know how could he not know the problem of this person? Because the person who was sleeping in the same bed was like holding like this, like he was fighting his death, you know. So it made me feel so bad, like this is the same person who wants me. When we started this relationship, in between, when the guy knew that my late hubby wants to marry me, he's serious with me, wants to move on with me, this guy came with his whole family. he had a wife and 2 children. No, two. And he forcibly had to move from a country, and he settled in my hubby's house so that provoking him not to marry me. At the same time, we had already moved on, and I was already pregnant for my daughter. I was around 6 months pregnant. So I decided, like, now we need to stay together. Not even me, he decided. And also he had won a green card. Hey, guys, let me tell you, this world will never end. We never cease with these miracles or tragedies, whatever I can call it. Those episodes, sometimes they are so disgusting. So what happened? This guy, that first time, he showed that issue, like he had a bad ambition to us, like he wasn't happy for us. Even I remember the demise of this hubby of mine, he had hands to do with it. Now when the government wanted to do like research, the family said no, we can't allow this because we're gonna do this one also. Because in Nairobi, if you have friends, people know you, maybe you're working in a company or like, how can I say, in a group, when you die, they escort you like someone big, you know. So we're gonna be cooking as I'm telling you the story. It's kind of a story, but I'm trying to document it here. Maybe someone's having a problem somewhere, we learn from it because it's my life. And in this platform, we educate, we learn, we inspire, we give that information which can uplift someone who is very, very down and is unable to speak. I love to share my story because it's kind of an example to many. That is how we start cooking. So I hope you are understanding or you are getting what I'm bringing out. I hope I will not be forgetting some things. So this same person who played a nasty role when I needed most my hubby to be present is the same person when my hubby was dying also was inclusive in the same incident. Again, this same person is the same person again who wants to inherit me forcefully after the demise of this person, the other person who was my lover, my baby daddy. This person already had grabbed our premises, took advantage of me being naive. Now he wants me forcefully. He wants to own me. He has chased away his wife. He has neglected his responsibilities as a husband to his wife and children. Now he wants me by force, by fire. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, guys. But it only takes the hand of God. So what I did, after I told the villagers, they came, they talked. The first round, he said it's because of his drunkenness. Hi, happy Mother's Day to you. That it's because of him being drunk, you know. Me, I despaired it and I forgive him, but I couldn't give a chance. I said I will not give him a chance to have what he wants. I raised the early to the society. Another time he did the same. Now I called the family members who are the distant relatives. The relatives from the mother's side, who is my mama-in-law, yeah, and so that they can discuss this. This person started to be violent. Whenever he will find me, he wants to beat me. Whenever he will find me, he wants to shout on me in the name of, like, he drinks and then he comes. He used to smoke and brew and come on me. Now he wants to stay in my house, come and lies on my bed at night. You know, in African homes at night, maybe sometimes you might close the door. No, if you are using charcoal, you don't close the door. You know, so he's like holding. You say karibu. He comes and sits. He will not go. He will not leave that seat until the children go to sleep. I have to prepare food for my children for tomorrow because their dad already is late. After 3 weeks, my daughter started school. I looked for a private school. It's called Bridge International School. So after I enrolled her, so that's where it was a distance. I had to prepare everything at night. In the morning, I will wake up early so that I can handle the same situation, so that she can attend school. You know, it was a demise. You know, it was a problem. It prolonged until it reached that time. It was 2014. So on 2016, I saw it has already become too much. So being a widow, what you do in the village, I was advised, like, if you have a lover, you have someone who's taking care of you, you're not supposed to have to bring him in the home. Of course, mine was very far away and no one could notice that. And even up to date, they have never seen him, they don't know him. So the problem came that I have someone, no one knows him. They became bitter. Hey, my dear people, it was hard. It was hard on me. So this guy used to come, the products I was doing farming, like the farm crops, he goes with a sickle something which is like a saw, but it's like letter C. And the one they used to cut, we did grass. He will cut my corn, the maize from the farm. He go and gives those people where he's green, kunywa pombe, you know. I've enjoyed a lot, guys. So me, I just forgave him. I used to say things, and people used to meet him doing the same. Now it extended from him now to my father-in-law. Now my father-in-law started that. Whenever I go to visit, maybe I take my kids. I go to visit my sister because she was living in the district, and we are in the province, in the countryside. Yeah, so you see, we had to vacate from town and go to the up country. It wasn't easy, guys, to administer, like, to get used to that situation. My children suffered, but I didn't give up. I said, like, God, you had a beautiful plan. All this is happening, and I'm not complaining. So I started practicing farming. Thank you for smashing the like button. I started practicing farming. So there is a land, and they were sons of the family. So this land, I used to plant everything every season. Me continuously the whole of the year. I didn't choose like 2 seasons of the year. Every time you come to my farm, I used to have something. That is how it was, and my children were okay. So we got used to the countryside life. I began to do farming. I began to sell shop items like home stuffs, sugar, Lipton, soap, credit, salt, and other stuff, cooking oil, paraffin. I used to sell those stuffs, guys. So one of my late hubby's friend, who was a European, she's called Lenka Tumakova. Yeah, she assisted me. She sent me because life became tough. I didn't have someone who could assist me. My hubby, when he died, there's that money people give out. The money is for like condolences, like condoling with you. Others they will come with sugar, salt, something which will at least make you push on. Because also I had a business, but now when he died, all the stuffs you have in your business, people will eat it lavishly, like they want to destroy it so that you can start afresh. They say that is a culture, it's a norm. If this person had bananas, food stuff in the farm, people will eat, trashing, eat it like it's now a celebration, like he had already planned this celebration. So people will take it. And then you will start from scratch. Remember, I was so young. I was like 25 there, 24, 25. That was my age. And he died at 35 for him. It wasn't easy. I had endured a lot, guys, a lot of pain. I became thin, I became black, I became petite, I became stressed, I had ulcers. Depression engulfed my life. At night I couldn't sleep. My daughter became, mentally ill. My daughter could wake up at night, start talking, sleepwalking. Is she sleeping? But she's walking while you're talking. She will speak a lot of things. If you call her, she will reply. You'll ask her a question, she will reply, but she's sleeping while you're walking. What kind of life is that, guys? I became tormented. Like I was like, God, my children, what am I going to do? So it wasn't easy, guys, until 2016. I gave up. I decided, like, this guy has pushed me to the corner. What I'll do, I'll become pregnant, because also I want a baby to name after my late hubby's name. So I did it contrary, knowing that the person who is in charge will take care of it. Of course, he was responsible. He was a nice person. He understood me. He gave me time. We didn't show anybody our relationship. Like, it isn't a secret, but it was like something, we call it distance, and with respect. Someone who was matured. So I was there during my pregnancy. I was there. The time arrived for me to go to the hospital to bear a baby. You know what? My in-laws refused, and it was a strike, doctor strike. That's when the problem started. They said I will give birth in home in a traditional way with a midwife. And I told them my procedure doesn't allow a midwife to handle my case. I need to be in the hospital. Guess what? They became wild. They became wild, I'm telling you. Hope you understand. In the Ahmad office. So what happened? After becoming pregnant, I didn't show them my lover because of the respect. All I wanted is just a baby to name after my late. But this guy was present in my life. He supported me even in the section of these other children. You know, he was so supportive. Whenever I had problems, whenever these family members could give me problems, he could stand for me, like financially, physically. He would talk to me, he would guide me, like he was there for me. So I felt relieved so much. So here comes now time for me to go and deliver. They want him to come home so that they can know him. And I said no, they don't want to speak it directly. They're using other people, but they're using metaphors to explain indirect information, you know. And then they were like, you will never give birth to any man outside this family. How can they say that? And my hubby who died, thank you for smashing the light button. My hubby who died was the last one. No, for him being the last one, and the one who's remaining, the brother, is the first one, and the father-in-law. So no one will own me. In our culture, no one is allowed to hold to own me for them. So they're like the head of the family. They should respect me. And also, it's a woman's wish. You can't forcefully force yourself on a woman whose husband has died. She's the one to choose from either outside or away from women home. Yeah? Because her life also has to move on. Her life matters. Me, I didn't know it was a serious issue. So they provoked me. They called the chief area, like, to stop me, guys. I passed through a lot. To stop me not to go to the hospital. It became like a case, a police case. Like I'm running away. But they don't own me. They didn't even pay dowry. After he died, they were supposed to pay dowry. They didn't pay dowry, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It was so dramatic. I had to go down on my knees. I had to request the area chief. I had to tell, they called all family members. It was just because I'm going to the hospital to deliver. They just want me to deliver at home. It's called Ushamba. You know, being remote, being ignorant. After all, in our culture, when a woman is pregnant, you are not supposed to make her undergo through any depression, any stress. You are not supposed to put her in a meeting, like to stop her from going to deliver. That is obscene. It's like they wanted to kill me, you know. That is what it is. Like they wanted something to happen for me, you know. But who is God? Okay, they won, they did what they did, but let me tell you guys, God vindicates. God vindicates. And God's time is the best. So to check some of the stuffs after other people came. My mom was in another country. She wasn't in Kenya. My dad wasn't reachable because from my home to that home it was very far. If you understand, it wasn't easy, guys. It wasn't easy for me, but I enjoyed it. I thank God. It was a lesson learned, but it made me lose faith, lose comfort. I had to leave everything. That day, that is the day I moved from that home. I left the houses that I had constructed. Once they allowed me, like, go and deliver. I don't know how it happened, but it's God. The moment I reached to the hospital, they had already, and also I was naive, they had already told me, like, if you deliver safely, call us, we will come for you. Me, being naive, in fact, exactly the moment I delivered, after 20 minutes, when I had regained, I took my phone, I called them. Little did I know, I don't know, it's juju they put, I don't know what they did. My baby was okay. After I gave them the information, I sent them the information. My baby started having difficulties in breathing. A baby that I gave birth to, the baby was okay. And now because it was doctor strike, and this is a private hospital, a mission hospital now, not in Nairobi, in now Kisii, we call it Krista Marian. The doctors were very busy, tired. The doctor who was taking care of, or who was responsible for me, I begged him, like, I'm tired, please help my baby so that I can deliver safely, because also I deliver normal. But the problem is that he took my baby and put my baby with two infants who are already dead. One was 6 months old, another one was 10 months. They were in the nursery, put in the incubator. After they died, they were brought where there is some, the incubator where it's warm. So they put together my baby with those ones who are died. So I don't know, did they switch my baby and they sold my baby to someone, but I was given now a dead baby. I delivered at 4 a.m. I was given a baby at 7, and the baby was cold. Baby couldn't breastfeed. Why am I bringing this story here? Because today is Mother's Day. You become pregnant, you carry a child, you bear a child, you plan yourself, you take yourself to the hospital, maybe with your loved ones. For me, I used to, after the hubby died, these 2 children, I used to go to the hospital prepared with everything, with the cash, with the baby clothes, baby basin, and the cards and the stuff. I was fully prepared for this baby. Guys, I came out of the hospital with a dead baby, and the dead baby, you know, we had to go and take the baby to there are some grounds. In Kenya, we have a place where if you don't have land, or if you live far away from your home, you don't want to transport a dead body, you go, you pay 5,000 next to the mortuary, and then they do the service, they bury your loved ones. So that's what I did. I called the dad for this baby, and we did the same, because, and also some friends came, some part of my family members who were within the town came, and friends. It was so traumatizing, it was so stressful. Those people who had told me to inform them, they didn't show up, they didn't come, they put their phones silent. The very day I was coming out of the hospital, I found one family member at the gate, passing by, coming from his job. I don't know what they have put for me. When I talked to this person, I told him what happened. He immediately called the other family members. He notified them. They didn't show up. Because I had rented, now I had to rent a place there and stay with my children. I had to shift my children now from the place where school they were studying, now to be in the Kisii town center. And we started life from there. My sister became now like part of me, like she was now the one helping me, everything, guys. I thank her so much. Could it be not my sister? Oh my God, I was under stress, depression. So it happened. Whatever they wanted to happen, it happened. And like it was like they were very happy. They were like rejoicing. Yeah. Years went. No, that it didn't take like years. It took like some months, and I went to see the food crops I had planted. It was now harvesting season. You know what happened? My mother-in-law took over my land now, that land. She harvested the corn, the beans, she took them. When I asked if the corn were available, before I go for the harvesting session, I had to update to my business so that my mindset could be busy. I used to go to church, cry, ask God why it happened. Like, I held my baby. Guys, you see how that little infant, cute infant looks? But you're trying to breastfeed the baby, is not breastfeeding the baby. Had to close eyes, and then the baby is trying to cry. Hey, it wasn't easy. This day, it has a lot of memories to me. And I remember when I was going home, the very day from the hospital, my other children, they were now big. They were yearning, eagerly waiting for the newborn. When they saw me with the basin and the bag, they were like, where is our little baby? Guys, I couldn't speak. I was crying. I locked myself indoors for some months. I used to go to church, cry, pray the whole day. Like, see, you've lost a husband. Your in-laws have like done the worst to you. Just for nothing, and we never used to fight. People used to ask them, why are you fighting this lady? Nothing. What do you have? Which problem do you have with her? Nothing. Even up to date. So me, I don't know. There are people in life. I don't know. They feel jealous of you. I don't know. They don't want you to succeed. I don't know. I can't understand. I can't explain what was their problem. Because up to date, if they are being asked, they say we have no problem with Eliza. And why were you fighting her? Nowadays they are saying like it's the work of the devil. The work of the devil. You are a grown-up person. You have your children. You have your sons and daughters. You are married. You have your husband. Why can't you let this woman to move on? What has she taken? I didn't force for them for the land. Me, the time I went to that family, my parents were business people, so I didn't go for the land because in our home is a town. I was married into a place where it is very, very remote. So, ladies out there, choose peace over anything, over vanity. That's what I will tell you. If your husband dies, or even your husband is alive and you're fighting over other things like premises, leave them and walk away. So these family members, when I went to harvest, that very day I was going to harvest, our business got banned. It was in a brace. It was in around 27 people in the Kisii County, the town center. So the fire engine broke for the fire brigade people. They didn't have even water or the fire extinguisher, the stuffs like ready, the equipment, and in fact it was like 2 minutes apart from the county, like a walking distance. If you walk it's 5 minutes, but the vehicle just to plan and come just 2 minutes. Like we are seeing it like this, and it was on the road. So we didn't salvage anything. It was date 14, 20, now 2017, January. Yes. After I've lost December, the child, 2016, December, date 10. So I started like, it was just barely a month. I let me go and take the food products because it's harvesting season and these product I had planted under a loan, a farming organization loan. So that even if I will be paying, I won't be feeling the pain, guys. Okay. As I can say, wonders shall never end. I was given half of the sack of corn. The corn was the leftovers. You know those corn that didn't do good well, a little bit. That was what my mother-in-law ordered. She took there were 7 sacks. She took other 6 sacks. She said those are hers and the land belongs to her. I cannot do anything. My father-in-law tried to request her to let me take the food groups because these other children are eating, they're in school, they are not supporting me financially or anything, and this is my hard work. So she leave me, I take all the stuff. She was no, you had gone to the hospital, you didn't come back, you decided to live in town, so it's like in town there you are having someone you are feeding. And I was staying with my babies and my sister was staying in the same plot, same building but different houses. Guys, it wasn't easy. It only takes a woman who has courage to speak all this to overcome the situation. So me, I didn't hate them. I just said it's okay. Whatever she gave me, I said it's okay. I had to collect other stuff I had planted, like green peas, cowpeas. There was a pamper harvest. I had even sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, the peanuts. My father-in-law took over them. Like he went and uprooted them and used whatever he wanted. They took advantage of that. They harvested the stuffs. The brother-in-law like that. They enjoyed it. It was the best for them. Also, they fed their animals. But guess what? It didn't take time. It didn't take long time. Who is God? The animals they were feeding my crops with, those animals every day started dying. Daytime, it's sunny, an animal falls down and dies. So they used to call me and tell me, oh, Elijah, our cow died, our goat this, our this, that. And they were like, every day was their hospital. Like, it was, can I say, every day they're in the hospital. What am I saying about this story? Never undermine someone. Never take advantage of someone's life. Never be happy when someone has lost their beloved ones, has lost their treasure, has lost everything. Don't rejoice. Pray for them, wish them good, and walk with them during that tough moment. So, because they saw me being naive, they didn't see this coming. No one knew that it was a preparation for me. So if these children couldn't die, I couldn't manage to come abroad, because now it took a while to through the trauma, depression. See, that was 2016. 2017 was over. Now 2018. I said, let me try again, at least so that my mind can settle, because the doctor told me, okay, now you're gonna try once, and then you see, maybe it will be a sigh of relief. It will be like, again, I did it. Now, this other one stayed for 2 months. When this baby boy was heading 2 months, that same family told me, in fact my mother-in-law, she said, bring the baby as an African culture, the Kisi culture, bring the baby, I'm the one to shape that baby, and also because you named the baby after my late son, bring the baby so that I can bless the baby. Have you seen? Me with my naivety, I said, okay. So the day I was supposed to travel, that is the day that baby died. The day I was going to. How did the baby die? Like a flu. A flu. When did the flu kill a baby? The baby showed a sign. It was on a Thursday, and I was supposed to go on Friday. I come on Saturday. I stayed there on Saturday. I come on Sunday. After the baby had received church blessing, it was how do you call it? Rent season, the fasting season for Christians. We had already finished the one for the Muslims. Now it was for Christians. It was, in fact, It was on Ash Wednesday. That Ash Wednesday, the following day on a Thursday, the baby developed symptoms of a flu. Me said, okay, let me take my baby for the blessing. His mother-in-law, she has called and she says she wants to see my baby. Guys, this world, fear people. Not everyone will wish you the best. That's how I lost my little Trabelsi and my Kasaya. The other one is a story for another day. So, the unseen mothers, I represent you. I'm one of you. I've ever consumed, carried the pregnancy up to term. I was yearning for the baby. When it's time for me to give birth, due to also the doctors' negligence, because also the doctors were there, but they were like reluctant, like the baby will be okay, never mind. Like a doctor is sitting and folding the legs like this, and I'm like, seriously? Until one doctor came and started laughing, and then something splashed my stomach. That's the moment I asked someone, what is happening? My stomach has, I have like something like a stitch landed, like, and then my breasts came dry. I didn't have milk. Like I was feeling like, oh, I'm thirsty. When I tried to give the baby to suck, this second baby, the baby couldn't suck. Guys, this world, sometimes we can say the world is spiritual. I don't know. So it is not easy for a woman to overcome that situation. You are wishing someone not to be pregnant. You are a devil. You are a witch. This story, I brought it to encourage someone. You might be having problems. Maybe in giving birth. Maybe you give birth and then you lose a child when the child is an infant. Be encouraged, like there is another life. There is also a next time, and God will make it. God will revenge for you. God will avenge for you. Whatever they do it. When you least know it. Whosoever you call family, you call friends who are against your progress, God will ashame them, And you will never lack the way they think they are doing that for you. God will stand by your side every day. And you will always win. So you are meant to win, not to lose. Okay. Became very thick. I had to make it lighter. Come a little bit. These breadcrumbs. These breadcrumbs. Oh, this one, they will help it not to. This rice, chicken, bechamel, yeah, with cream. It will help it not to. Yes, I put in the oven. What is the take of it? The day. What made me to give my story is that today being a special day, We have mothers or women who either lost children yesterday or infants who gave birth or who died while giving birth. We acknowledge their tremendous work. It is not easy to carry a pregnancy. Others have problems, back pains. Others, their feet become problematic. They can't sleep, sleepless nights. It's not easy. Because when you're pregnant, you find your body having a lot of heat. Sometimes infections engulf you. Sometimes food stuffs. You don't want someone to cook something. You don't want an onion to smell next to you. You don't want someone having a baby to pass next to you. You don't want your husband to pass next to you. You hate someone, a baby, to term. If you never, hey, thank God. You've been natural, thank God. If you who's working while you are pregnant, thank God. People pregnancy, while in the first 2-3 months, they are bedridden. Bedridden, guys. Like someone is in the bed, crying. After it becomes to maybe the second trimester. Others are throwing. You take water, you throw. So you are surviving with drips. The drips they put for you for glucose. Any woman who was tired to have a baby, who has wished to take someone's child, to take care of them, that human being respect her. It's not easy. Others, they want to be mothers, but even they can't take care of, even care of a baby or a relative. It's not easy. Those who are wishing to have babies, I wish God open your womb and like bless it in abundance. You're gonna achieve it. Yeah, we are grateful for the journey that God has let us pass through. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I usually tell my children I'm grateful. I'm happy to be called a mama. As much as I lost the rest, I still have other children. I appreciate. As much as we had a lot of challenges in between, we stood each other for each other. Like my children and I, we were like compatible. We couldn't leave each other. Sometimes I had to make the last decision when they were turning to be teenagers. Like the first one when she was turning to be a teenager, that's when I saw like, oh, you need more finances in schooling, you need your education more than ever, and things might collapse, and the economy is not economy back in Kenya. I want to try outside the country. I just spoke to my kids, and already I've been raising my children like in a way to be independent. They can cook, they can wash, they can shower, they can manage my business when I'm going maybe to do a restock, like to go to shop for shop items and stuff. They became like, the time I was leaving them, they were like kind of independent. They can stay with someone and they will tell me someone is hurting me, but we used to communicate. Of course, it's not like really I can advise that, but the circumstances led me, because I've tried a lot to be next to my children while providing, but also I looked at the economy and my pocket. I didn't want to stress someone, so that's why I put more effort. It's better I work hard to achieve my little income or earning in a peaceful way than going to steal from someone, than staying somewhere, relying someone, begging for help. Because God, who did this journey for us to be this far, has a beautiful reason that we endured it or we have overcome it, and He has never left us behind. So I want to tell you that no matter what you are passing through, as a lady, trust in God, thank God for that situation. When people used to tell me, thank God I couldn't, I used to go to church and I ask God, do you really exist? Why? Why should I tell you thank you and you've let my kids go, my late hubby go, my businesses, my farm products. I'm just left with these children alone without anything. Hey guys, it was so hectic. In fact, you've lost a child, you've lost a business. I had to go to the streets. I look for people to wash clothes for. I get the 100 shillings I get. I go, I buy bananas, I buy sweets, I take a sack, the mutumba sack, the second and thrifted sacks which are being thrown in the market. I go and spread it by the roadside where the pedestrians pass. I sell those bananas, I sell those sweets. The income I get, that is the food which will cater for us that day. The extra money, I add it tomorrow after I've maybe done someone's chores again. I add it to go and restock, and then that is how I had to manage again to restart my business after losing all the stuff I was selling. So the fact I have come is God. Happy mothers to me. I'm a superwoman. I am extremely unique. I acknowledge myself by giving myself thumbs up. Whatever I've enjoyed, I think others would maybe quit, maybe die. Because also, even me reached that time, I wanted to die, but I looked at my children and I was like, if I die, who will take care of my children? No one. You go to the church, you go to pray, and then the priest asks you, do you eat avocado? Yes. Do you eat guavas? Yes. Do you eat mango? Yes. When is the season for mangoes? I specify. The mangoes this season, the locusts this season, the avocados, the guavas this season. Have you ever seen them having fruits anyhow throughout the year? No. Why? Because it's their season. So acknowledge this is your season, you've lost. There is a season where you will gain all that you've lost in abundance. That's when I got a sigh of relief. That is when I started motivating myself. I started pushing myself out. I started going out meeting people because I couldn't face people. The way people saw me working hard with those pregnancies, working in my business. People, like, they acknowledged, even they were like, not yet, you want to come for the baby. Even the babies, when they were born, I had a lot of friends who came to visit them with goodies, because also I used to visit others. I used to go and like surprise their wife. Let me tell you guys, sometimes ladies pass through a lot. You can find someone who has a husband just because she last time gave birth to a baby girl. Now she has given birth to another baby girl. The husband abandons her in the hospital, forgetting that he's the one who impregnated this lady. He's the one who said her products made this baby, and you reject that woman. Like now, you can't pay the hospital bills. You can't take for her even clothes. Ladies, we enjoy a lot. I salute those ladies. Us, we are like baskets. We are like pots. If you put the water which has sugar in the pot, that's what you will get. If you put it with salt, that's what you get. Men, please. If you have a lady, respect her. Someone you call a wife, a mother. Ladies are very unique. Of course, their brain is little, but thinks extremely bigger than yours. You are more bigger. Your brain is 10 times ours. But when it comes to the thinking capacity of a lady, we think extremely beyond measures. We can imagine something, we can make something, we can modify something which looks maybe nasty into a beautiful stuff. So if you treasure your lady, you love her, you show her compassion, empathy, You cuddle her well. She's your richness. She's your queen. Make her your queen, and you see how your kingdom will grow. Ladies are, how can I say, unique beings, magnificent. The only thing they need is that person to treasure her. And not every woman who will want money or other big things. Other ladies, the only thing they want is respect and love. That is it. Respect and love. That is it. The rest is history. Little things matter. A woman, there are women, you can buy for her even this towel, like a handkerchief. This is for you. She would appreciate it. It means you tell her you're beautiful. Good morning, my love. Good evening. Have a beautiful night. You're blessed. I'm grateful to have you. You are the mother for my kids. You mean everything. You are the only rose flower in my garden. Please, acknowledge these ladies. They will do miracles which you can't believe. They are meant to do beautiful stuff. So I want to wrap up here and say thank you for those who managed to be here. For those who will be watching this, I love you to the moon and back. Stay tuned and be blessed. Know that you are highly favored. You are blessed beyond measures. If you've lost, the more I have lost, still keep on standing, keep on pushing. Your time will come, you will smile, and the world will acknowledge that. Nothing is impossible in this world. As long as you are living and you are alive, you have a purpose to prevail. You have something. Your desire have to come pass, So be tuned and be encouraged, and also love yourself. Even if they will hate you, even if they will despise you, even if they will reject you, know that you are loved by God. You are God's favorite. You are God's favorite. That's what I can leave you for now. Thank you for watching. Eliza_Jacob is my name. See you in the next, maybe, inshallah. When I get time, I'll do that. And also I'll try to put for you a little bit of a video. I showcase my lifestyle, my daily lifestyle. I motivate people, I inspire people. We learn and we learn. We learn and we learn. And we are open to be rectified. If you hear this somewhere, I've gone wrong because I know this thing, I'm documenting it here. Even those people who hurt me, who took advantage of me those seasons, they watch it because already they know my channel. They know it very well. It's their time to repent. It's their time to know where they went wrong, and the challenges they are passing through is what they planted, so that they ask God to forgive them so that they can have peace of mind. For me, I let go. I forgive and let go. I move on. I don't have time to hang on people who don't see the value of others. Learn to love others. Even when they hate you, love them. Show them love. Maybe they were never shown love. Maybe they don't know what is love. Maybe they don't know what is family. Maybe they don't know how to live with others. There are many circumstances people undergo. Maybe they are under trauma. You don't know. For me, I would say God bless you wherever you are. To all mothers in the world, happy Mother's Day. To all the women who have tried to be mothers, we call them the unseen mothers. Like they try to be pregnant, but the pregnancy, they had miscarriages. Their womb or their uterus was affected. Their children died. They've been trying again to get pregnant. It's not working. I don't know. I'll try. Maybe today do that also segment, like a little bit of what you can eat, how you can manage to balance your hormonal imbalance. Like if you have those stuffs. Also, I had to undergo through that season when I had my first daughter, and then in between my daughter and my son, they have a difference of around 4 years, because my daughter now, she has turned 18 years. My son, we turned 14 years, September, end of August. So that distance, I faced a lot challenges, like not conceiving. Also, it's because of family planning. Using family planning while you are in an early age, early adulthood, it triggers your hormones. You start maybe bleeding the whole year, maybe sometimes you don't have your periods at all, maybe you're having back pains, maybe your stomach is bloating, maybe you don't have mood to have intimacy with your loved ones. Those are the things that I succumbed. I will come back, maybe I'll do this. I think today the segment should be about women. I'm gonna do that. Stay tuned, be there. Lisa underscore Jacob, I love you from the mom Dahlan here in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and I'm your daily chef. We've made something delicious for our loved ones here. Let me see if it's done, because also the salad is done. Yes, see? Oh, yeah, yeah, that is how beautiful it looks like. God bless you in abundance. Ma salama, that's meaning goodbye. I loved one. I love you. I love you. Hey, I'm Hannah Davis. Thank you, my dear. I hope you're gonna rewatch it. Share this to the ladies who are having problems out there, to the widows, to the motherless, to the unseen mothers, those who are mothers and having challenges. Maybe they're gonna learn something from here. I had to do this because today is a special day. Ladies, we undergo through a lot to be mothers, to be wives, to be women, to be whatever, to be that unique whom you are. I salute you. God bless you and have a positive thinking, because you're going to achieve what you've been dreaming for, what you've been desiring, what you've been wishing. God will have to make it prevail. Nothing is impossible in the eyes of the Lord. Bye. Love you.